So, yeah, the carousel's changed the track quite a bit. It's a little challenging through there. You know, there's a passing zone after you get through the carousel, which is kind of nice because the carousel sets up that passing zone, how you get off of that corner. It's just another place where you're going to be sliding. You know, the track grip and the tires are going to be worn more because of that pressure that you're putting on the right sides, constantly turning away from a banking. Definitely challenging going up over that hill into the carousel, because if you apply too much brake pressure at the top of it and the tire is barely touching right there, you apply too much brake pressure, you get like a wheel hop, and it's not fun. So you kind of try and brake at the peak of the hill right before you crest it. If you crest it on the brakes, it's not fun. You got to kind of get your braking done, roll through there, and then carry that momentum. So it's a lot different.
By the way, I just thought of another thing. How has the stage system changed racing here? What are we looking forward for today?
Well, the stages they're nice, especially for a guy like me who's starting further back. You know, you can kind of play strategy and set yourself up for the end of the race, or just getting track position at certain times. You know, you can run long on tires, and it allows you to jump some cars when the caution comes out for the stage break.
We have a wireless microphone. Raise your hand, and we'll bring the microphone to you. Come up front. We have another.
What was the best win you made?
My best win? Oh man, so Daytona 500 has to be the best one for sure. But the first one at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the first one's very special too. That was awesome, but I need to get a couple more is what I need to do. So that's the direction I want to go.
You know, speaking of wins, you have a unique celebration. Where did that come from, your victory celebration?
Yeah, well, I wanted it to be different. You know, when I won, I obviously wanted to do a burnout, but I always thought I always liked slipping slides when I was a kid. I like sliding in the grass, so I just started doing a nosedive in the grass because it looked really slick. The grass always looks so good at some of those tracks. You know, it looks really nice, like you could just slide on it. Well, the first time I did it, I pretty much scorpion dived into it, and it was ugly. And I learned that you don't want to do it on the paint because the painted grass, it just sticks. So I never have slid in the paint again. I've always slid beside the paint. It's much nicer.
Any more questions? We got another gentleman up here.
Tell us about your almost best win you had. The one that got away, and how it changed you as a racer going forward.
That's a good question too. Pocono a couple years back, we raced really hard with Kyle Larson and Joey Logano for the lead, and that was the rain-shortened race that Chris Buescher ended up winning. That was one of the best race cars I've ever had. There, and Richmond this year, we were really good, and we didn't have a great pit stop at the end, but those things come and go. You just got to create more of those opportunities. I think back when I was a little bit younger, running the NASCAR East Series, at South Boston one time, I restarted on the outside. I was second, and I took the lead going into one, but I thought that I was going to get possibly like black flag for jumping the restart, and I kind of like let him get the lead back going into three, and I just kind of got in line because I knew I kind of gave up position hoping they wouldn't penalize me. Well, they never penalized me, and in the back of my head from like that point on, it was like, man, I should have just taken the lead and just like won the race, and if they penalize you, penalize them. But that was one that kind of got away, that I definitely had a better restart than him, and in my back of my mind, I was just thinking too much. You know, sometimes that'll get you. You mentally start thinking about it too much, and you just can't do that sometimes.